with now.
Okay.
In the early 1900s. We can't talk about people, Henry Ford, the Vanderbilts. We are the Vanderbilts of this time frame. We are the Fords of this
Some motivation, baby.
We're the Louis Vuitton.
Everybody that
we're the Hiltons of this time. We're the Marriotts of this time.
that leaves a comment.
It's our turn. Ford is gone.
I might have something special for you. We bless the streets worldwide, baby. Let's get motivated.
To take our wives on a trip for 30 days and not have to worry about anything. It's our time for them to get manicures and pedicures. It's our time to let them live a certain life. It's our time. It's our turn. It's our country. Let's eat it up. Let's enjoy it. Two, three, make some noise. Come on. 1, 2, 3, make some noise. All right, everybody, make some noise. Yeah, let's go. Hey, I'm your boy E.T. Do me a quick favor. Pull out your phones. Please, don't sit down. Pull out your phones. I want you to do me a huge favor. Huge favor. I want you to put at least 2 or 3 of the most important people in your phone. I want you to text yourself. All right, before we get started, we got to get us some context. All right, I want you to text yourself those names. For me, it's Dee Dee. It's Jalen, it's Jada, it's Vanessa, my mom. I want you to write those names out. Then I want you to shoot those names. Right? Now what I want you to do, right, and however you want to do it, but I want you to write a promise note to them. Like after today, I don't want it to be about you anymore. I want it to be about them. All right? And so to Jalen and Jada and Dee Dee and my mom, I promise to be the best version of myself so that I can be all that I can be, I can have all I can have, and I can do all I can do so I can be a blessing to them. All right, so just real quick, you can, whatever you want to text to yourself, I want you to text a promise to yourself, all right? I want you to text a promise to yourself real quick. I promise, right, whatever it is, to make as much money as I possibly can while I'm here on earth. I promise to love you as much as I possibly can. I promise to be an example to you. I promise to open up doors to you. I promise to be a person of wisdom, right? Whatever it is, I want you to write that to me, right? All right, we're gonna get started, but this is important. This context is important. Now, here's why I'm asking you to do that. Here's one of the joys, right? For us right now, being in Texas, here's a joy. That whatever you write down, because you live in the United States of America, is possible. I want you to listen to me. This is important. There are some countries, right? Some third world countries that it does not matter what time you wake up. It does not matter what time you go to bed. It does not matter how hard you work. It does not matter how much you read or how much you study. It doesn't matter. You can go all in. You can give 120%, but because it's a third world country and the resources are not the same, it's not possible for you to be a millionaire. It's not possible for you to see the things you're going to see here in this country. It's just not possible. And so because you live in the United States of America, to much is given, much is required. I'll say it again. To much is given, much is required. And because we live in this country, we will be held accountable for how we took advantage of America. So one of the things I want you to do, I just want to stop real quick. Right? And we've got to embrace the fact that we have resources in this country. We've got to embrace the fact that if you never wanted to travel outside the United States of America, I promise you, between all the states, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, you don't have to go anywhere else to see the splendor that you're going to see in this country. There's no other place that you're going to go where they print money every day. And so on 3, I want you to scream with me, USA, USA. 1, 2, 3, USA. Come on. Come on, say it like you mean it. Now listen to me very closely. You're going to be held accountable. All of the opportunities, right? So yeah, I was homeless and I was a high school dropout. So I woke up one day, I was like, yo, E, it's way too much money in this country for you to be a high school dropout. And I went and got my GED, and I went from a GED to a PhD. Listen to me. I was living in abandoned buildings before I was considered #1 in the world. And I woke up one day and I realized Eric Thomas There is riches all around you, human resources, fiscal resources, material resources. You live in the United States of America. Your son deserves the best possible life. Your daughter deserves the best possible life. Your mama deserves the best possible life. Get your butt out to bed, grind from sunup to sundown, and live the American dream. Now listen to me. I had to realize it exists. They're not going to give it to you, but if you're willing to get up every day and go take it, if you're willing to get up every day and work for it, if you're willing to get up every day and grind for it, you can have the life that other people dream of. So one more time, USA, 1, 2, 3. Come on, come on, come on. You might be seated now. Let's go. Let's get ready. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Who's ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Who's ready? Let's go. Now, look, before we get started, I need you to be honest with yourself. Right? So we're going to say that the opportunities in America is 120%. Right? Here's what I want you to do. I want you to be honest. I want you to write to yourself, what percentage are you giving? If I give it 50%. Like, for real, E, I'm not talking about what they're asking me for. Like, I know in this industry what I'm doing. I know the effort I'm getting for. I want you to just be honest with you. I'm giving 50%. I'm super talented. I'm giving 50%. Right? We're not comparing ourselves to anybody. I'm just saying, what percentage are you giving? E.T., I'm giving 70%. Right? I'm giving 80%. Maybe you're giving 90%. I don't know. But I want you to write that down and send it to yourself. And I want you to be honest. Nobody's grading you. This is only something you can see.
So...
Right? And I want you to know that if you want to get to the next
put
level,
on my IG
as your effort and commitment
that we
up,
live,
you know,
who comes in here, I'm just gonna bless them with some game.
When I was a high school dropout, living in
you never know. When I go live, you might want to check
in. Before I had my PhD, I was experiencing the American dream, but I'm not experiencing it the way I experienced with a PhD, working in schools. Like, this is a total different. Before I wrote a book, failed English 3 times. That was a different experience than when I actually finished, got the PhD, and began to write books. It's a different experience. So what I want you to do is I want you to stop crying about what's happening externally, and I want you to start look, I want you to stop playing the blame game. I want you to stop saying that I don't have this, or this isn't happening for me, or I'm not living like other people, and I want you to stop playing the blame game. In America, it is possible. And it's also possible that if you're not living it, you're not doing something you're supposed to do.
All right.
So I want you to be honest. Real quick, I know everybody can't do this. This takes a lot of transparency. But for real, if you're like, yeah, I know I'm super gifted, bro. I promise you, I'm giving 50%. I'm not giving everything. Let me see. Honestly, like, I'm giving 50%. I see you, hands down. I'm probably giving about 70% of my talent. I'm giving about 70%. Let me see your hands. I would just be honest, 70%. Somebody in the room like, E.T., I ain't 100 yet, but I'm probably giving about 80%. Let me see your hands real quick. I'm giving 80%. I just want, look, flat out, gut check. Gut check. Gut check. Why gut check? Because if I do self-assessment, if I really take an inventory on who I am, the level of execution, the level of effort, if I look at my attitude, right, and it's not 120%, and I make the adjustment. If I make the adjustment, my wife's 50th birthday, I said, sweetheart, what do you want to do? She's like, I don't really know, maybe stay. I said, okay, if you don't know, I know, 50th, let's go. So I'm going to take you to Hawaii.
Wow.
So I talked to my wife, and she was like, okay, we're going to Hawaii, but, it's my 50th. I don't want to go without the kids. I said, all right, kids, bring the kids. They're like, okay, what you want? Ocean view. What about for the kids? Ocean view. Now, you're not hearing what I'm saying. I don't want my kids to come to my room to see the ocean view and then want to be in my room for the ocean view. You know what I'm saying? I get the ocean view. They don't. They're going to be in my room the whole time for the ocean view. I'm like, get your own ocean view. So my wife said to me the other day, she's like, I'm not trying to be funny. I thank you so much, Hawaii. You picked out these great places. And again, my wife doesn't like to rest, so we're not doing the little beach. Like, she wanted to go where she could see the water and the shopping centers at one time. She was like, I want a choice. I want to get up and get the sand, but by 12, I want to eat and hit the mall all day. I said, great, right? Look, we're about 80% though. And I could tell something was wrong. I said, sweetheart, what's going on? She was like, I didn't want to say anything, but it's my 50th. I was like, okay, what's going on? You got me there? First of all, I'm thinking that should be, well, you're 50. If I'm coming, I think it just should be me. I thought that would be enough. And she's like, I don't know if I want to look at your face for 10 straight days. Alone. I was like, okay, no problem. We got your birthday, then a couple days later, our anniversary. So some kids, I got it. So I can tell though, she still wasn't there. And I said, what's missing? She said, I know it's a bit much. You're doing first class tickets and you're flying folk in. But how can my mom come out and say, your mom? Yeah, your mom could come. My cousin got to do mom first class. Mom need Ocean View because if mom don't have one, she's going to be in the kids' room bothering them, and they're going to call me and bother me, so get grandma. Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm telling you is we live in America. Everybody can have an Ocean View. We live in America. Everybody can have an Ocean View. Everybody can fly first class. And so I remember when we were flying, the lady was like, well, you guys, you can fly first class, but she's going to have to get on that plane. I said, ma'am, just find me a plane that we can all get in and be together on first class. Like, I don't want to split up. Why? Because I want to make memories on this 50th. I can have whatever I want. Why? I live in America. I can fly first class. I can live. So what I'm trying to explain to you before we get started, you are blessed to be in an industry that has a straight path to whatever you want. Oh, come on. I'm going to say it again. I thought I got about 12 of y'all is excited. Okay. Now, y'all got to remember, as a Christian and pastor, I'm used to an African-American church. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to the quiet thing here, right? I just got this group clapping, this group. I need the whole. I said, you live in America, and you are in an industry where you can have whatever you want. All right. I got the front in the middle. Now I'm going to get the back. Okay, we're going to do it again. I said you don't live in the third world country. I said you don't live in the country where they tell you what you can do for a living and how much money you can make and where you go grocery shopping and what you have. I said you live in a country where there is unlimited resource, abundance, and you are in an industry that you can have what you want, be what you want, and do what you want. You ought to be excited about that. Come on, I got to hear you in the back. You ought to be excited about that. You ought to be excited about that. Listen to me. Before I get started, before I get started, I want to make sure you understand something.
Leave comments.
I'm not saying that they're not going to be obstacles
and like,
to live in America.
You know what I'm saying? And we going up.
I
need everybody that's with me and want to go up and trying to go up. Let's do it. Feel me?
I don't even know what you're talking about. That's not my reality. I don't live in that. I live in abundance. Ooh. I live in a country where I was homeless and a high school dropout. Then my mama got pregnant with me at 17 years old. And she was homeless. And now I'm considered the number one motivation. Come on. Only in America can you start there and get here. And so I want you to write down for me. I want you to write down what you're going to do in the next 3 months, the next 6 months, the next 9 months, the next year for those people whose name you wrote down.
Write it down. Leave in the comments what y'all gonna be doing.
I want to be transparent real quick. I want to be transparent. I hope my son isn't listening to this. I want to be transparent. I wish I could put the picture up for you, but my son graduated from Michigan State. He was a general manager for Coach Izzo for 4 years. And, some of his guys that he was a general manager to, they're actually in the league. And so one of the players that he works with, Brent Forbes, he plays for the Milwaukee Bucks. Right? Listen to me. I turned the TV on the other day. And my son was on whatever the little bus is where they doing the celebration, the parade. My son is on the actual bus with the Greek Freak. And I'm looking like, is that my son with the Greek Freak? And he's holding the trophy. And he got the camera taken, right? And I was talking to somebody that said, my financial person is like, we did the financial statement, and last month, your son blew out the charge card. I was like, what are you doing? Blew out the charge card. I said, what was he doing? It was in Milwaukee, apparently. My son was traveling with the team. He was with the team. He was spending money like he played on the team. He played on the spot. I told him, count the numbers up for me. Just count it up for me. How much money did he spend? I looked, it was like he spent in a month $11 grand. Listen to me. They call it like Mr. Thomas, he spent 11 grand. I said, he just spent it like he's in air now. He ain't waiting for me to die. My man ain't waiting. He like, Dad's here, Dad making money. Why wait till he leaves? I'm going to be the Prince of Bel-Air right this very second. Listen to me. And you can do that in America. You missed what I just said. And when they were talking to me about the 11 grand, I said, listen to me. How is he going to learn how to do money if he don't ever spend none of it? So sitting down and walking through everything he did, and then asking, can he make 11,000? And if he tells you he can't, then spend time teaching him how to use his gift to make the 11. We live in America. I don't have to fret. They print money every day. We're going to get some more of it. You missed what I just said. They print money. I'm not scared about him spending money. They print money. What they're not printing is the experience to be with the Buck. You don't get a chance to be in the finals you don't get to stand on you don't get to be with the Greek Freak. So go spend all that money. Why? Because that experience is going to change your life forever.
I like that. I like that.
I thought I was talking to people that was ready to take it to the next level. Listen to me. I want to say it one more time. They print money. They don't print time. They don't print opportunities. They print money every day. They print it every day. You can lose money and get it back. You can't get time back. You can't get experiences back. You ain't going to necessarily be with the Greek Freak. You're not going to be in a place where you can hold a trophy every year. I said they're printing money. Don't worship it. I said don't worship it. They print money. Worship getting your time back with your family. Average people focus on money. The greats focus on time. Because I can't get my time back. I can't ever get my time back.
That's real.
Said, COVID, I can't get back that COVID year. I can't get it back. Now, Cody's smart. He got me before COVID ended. I got now the post-COVID prices that I'm charging now. I'm just charging $25,000 more because I made it. I said, why you charge so much? I made it out of COVID. You got to pay me for making it out of COVID. I was smart enough not to get sick. You got to pay for that. Listen to me. They're printing money. There's some stuff I learned during COVID. You got to pay me for that. They're printing money. Don't focus on money. They print money. Focus on finding out what you do well. Finding out the gaps that you can fill. Find out what you can do. Listen to me. People talk about the pandemic. What do you think about the pandemic? Listen to me. Our company blew up in the first recession in 2008, 2009. The first one. Why? Because we started providing a service to the world that nobody else was providing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. We start providing in a way. I want you to think about what you do. How can you do what you do in a way that nobody else does it? So I shouldn't say we didn't produce anything. We didn't create anything. Les Brown was doing it. Tony Robinson was doing it. But they weren't doing it the way we were doing it. See, Ziggs was doing it, but what they would do is they do like a 30-second or 60-second promo, and then they tell you to get this in its entirety, you got to spend so much money, and then they're going to ship it to you. Right? So you call Tony Robbins, you call Les Brown, and you bought their DVD or their cassette tape. Some of you know what I'm talking about, the cassette tape. You know what I'm talking about. You look at me, I see some people always look at me funny. Don't look at me like that. You know cassette tape. You remember you had to put the tape on because it broke. It's a good tape, so you try to fix it. Watch this. So you were in the midst of a divorce, and you called Les Brown, and you ordered it, but it took about 3 to 4 weeks for you to get it. And by the time you get it, you already had a divorce. That 4 weeks it took to get it, you already had a divorce. So what we started doing was giving away content for free. And I would give about 20 minutes of motivation away for free every Monday. Then I started giving it away every day. Oh, come on, bring it from the bottom. What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, E.T. Thank God it's Monday. Oh, you better watch yourself.